December 14th, 2023, Addison Township Zoning Board of Appeals to order. And we'd like to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If we could all stand, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First, I want to tell you, I have a little laryngitis, so if my voice starts to crack, I apologize in advance.
Just talk into the mic, it'll help.
And maybe, oh, wait. I don't like mics, but,
Is this microphone for you?
No, but I can still hear it from.
all right. Okay, so, if we have a roll call, please.
Okay, Lauren Smith,
Here.
Tony Spina,
Here.
Ed Brakefield,
Here.
Robert DeWitt,
Here.
Jake Sandler,
Here.
Philip Marshall.
Here. Okay. Next order of business would be approval of our agenda tonight. We have a motion to
I'll make
approve.
a motion to approve the agenda. I'll second the motion.
Make a roll call vote, please.
Tony Spina,
Yes.
Ed Brakefield,
Yes?
Jake Sandler,
Yes.
Vice Chair Smith,
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes. Okay. Next item on the agenda would be approval of our May 11th, 2023 meeting minutes. Have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second.
I'm sorry, who approved?
Jay? A second.
Okay, thank you.
We could have any discussion. Hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote to approve the minutes, please.
Tony Spina,
Yes.
Ed Brakefield,
Yes?
Jake Sandler,
Yes.
Vice Chair Smith,
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes. Okay, the first case on our agenda tonight is up for a public hearing is case number 23-6. The applicant is Carl and Valentina Kaspari.
Yeah, I'm their builder representative this evening.
Okay. Is Carl here?
No.
No? Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go through the request and then you can verify it for us.
Okay.
Okay. Property address is 322 Cantley Street, parcel ID 05.27.253.005. The zoning is R-1. This is our public hearing, and the applicant seeks a non-use dimensional variance from the Township of Addison Code of Ordinances, Appendix A, zoning. The following 4 dimensional variances, including Article 4, Section 4.21.1E, and Section 4.21.3.b, and Article 8, Section 8.05.4 and 8.05.3 to construct a 24 by 33, a 792 square foot accessory structure. The first variance requested is that the applicant requests a variance from 4.21.1E to place a 24 by 33 accessory structure out of the side yard, rear yard, and 56 feet from the central 1/3 yard. 4.21.1E. In the case of a double frontage and lake lot, such accessory building shall be restricted to the central 1/3 of the lot. The central 1/3 of the lot shall be measured from within the lot lines having the meaning as defined in Article 2. Additionally, in the case of lake lots, accessory buildings shall only be located in the side or rear yard, and no accessory building shall be located closer than 5 feet to the side of lot line or 25 feet to the rear of lot line. On a corner lot, accessory buildings shall not project into a corner side yard or into the required corner side yard. And the next one is number 2, 4.21.3b, and fully in the front yard. 4.21.3b, accessory building shall not be located in the front yard. An accessory building located in the side yard shall meet the side yard setback requirement of the district in which the accessory building is located. An accessory building located in the rear yard shall not be located closer than 5 feet to any property line. The third one is applicant requests a variance of 11.08% for a total of 26.08 total lot coverage. 8.05.3 maximum ground floor lot coverage 15%. Number 4 is applicant requests a variance for 35.36 foot variance from the front setback. 8.05.4 minimum yard setbacks, front 50 feet, side least 1:15 feet, side total 30 feet, rear 30 feet. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Justin Raz.
Jeff, is that what
Justin.
the applicant is requesting, all those 4 variances?
Yes.
Okay. So this is our public hearing on the matter, and our format is that we open it up for public comment, and then you have a chance to make your case to the board.
Okay.
Okay? So if we can have a motion to open up public hearing?
I'll make a motion to open up the public hearing. I'll second.
Second? Okay. If we have a roll call vote on the motion to open it for the public hearing?
Okay, Tony Spina,
Yes.
Ed Brightfield,
Yes.
Jay Sandler,
Yes.
Vice Chair Smith,
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes. Okay. The public now can make comments on the application. If there's anybody in the audience that wants to make a comment on the applicant's 4 requested variances, please step forward to the microphone, state your name. Okay, is there anybody here who wants to make a comment? Okay, talk you into it.
Sam Bednarz, I'm at 314 Canton Ave next door, and I'm just not quite sure what all those 4 variances mean, so I was just trying to get a better clarification on it.
What's your name, dear?
Pam Bednarz, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other comment other than you're curious about what's going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just
Well,
really trying to,
I guess,
it's a lot of variances, so.
if you want to take a look at the plans, we can give you some, or a copy, or you can sit down and listen to the applicant's request.
Yeah, maybe you could just explain. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Anybody else want to come forward, make a comment, or have any questions or statements they want to make? No one in the audience coming forward, so we could make a motion to close the public hearing on this matter?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. I'll second.
Okay, roll call, vote please.
Tony Spina,
Yes.
Ed Brightfield,
Yes.
Jay Sandler,
Yes.
Vice Chair Smith,
Yes.
Chair DeWitt.
Yes, okay. So, it's your chance to come forward and state your case and describe what you're doing.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come in for variance tonight. My name is Justin Raz from Raz Building and Development. I'm working for Carl and Valentina Casberry, 322 Canton. It's actually quite simple what we're trying to do here. Right now, they own a 38-foot wide lot with a house, a boathouse, and an existing garage on it. All the structures actually, from what I've been told, are legally non-conforming based on your Lake District ordinance. When you get the 2 ordinances side by side, the Lake District and the R1, and the accessory structure ordinance, that's the 3rd ordinance involved, you have to kind of mesh everything together in order to do anything. And because we've got a structure already existing in the same, relatively same spot that we want to put the new structure, this is really just a replacement building for the garage that they already have. But when you look at the technical aspect of the ordinance, you do have to be in the center 1/3 of the yard. Well, in the center 1/3 of the yard, you have the house and you have the septic system. So I can't conform to the center 1/3 via the ordinance. All right, so when I propose to move the structure, again, a replacement structure to the garage that's already there, that makes it so that I have to get a variance to move it to the front yard in lieu of being in the backyard. Okay, so that's variance number 2. When I do that, and again, replacing the structure that's already there, I have compliance issues with the front yard setback. The front yard setback currently for the structure that's existing is about 13, 14 feet from the road. I cannot comply with the 50 feet because we literally don't have room in the yard to put the structure. Now, mind you, the structure that I'm replacing is only about 200 square feet smaller than the structure that I'm building. So it's not like I'm overbuilding for the site. They have a garage that's in some disrepair, it's not too bad, but at the same point, it's non-functional for them. The slope downhill to get into the garage is very hard with the vehicles that they have, and the garage doors, you know, they would be scraping the tops of their vehicles. That leads me to the next ordinance issue, is that when you take a look at the total square footage of every structure on the property that's existing right now, you already come up with 23 point some odd %, which is over the 15% that's allotted for lot coverage via the R1 ordinance. And we're really only changing that variable of already being outside of the 15% ordinance by about 2%. So again, all we're really looking to do is replace the existing garage that's on the site. We're gonna tear that one down, tear out the foundation. We're gonna put in a new, slightly larger, by a couple 100-square-foot garage. And we are trying to comply with at least one of the ordinance parameters without getting variance, and that's the 5-yard side yard setback. The existing garage at the front end up by the street is only about 2'4" from the property line. We're actually making that side, which is the west side, and it shows it on the plans that I've indicated to you, 5 feet. So I am trying to comply with that ordinance that the township has. Does that give enough clarification for what we're asking for? Does that answer your questions?
Is it 1 story, 2?
It is a single-story structure. We do plan on putting storage trusses above it for extra storage, but it is a single-story structure. And it meets the height parameters of 14 feet to the center line of the roof.
Does the board have any questions? I'll start with Phil.
I have one question. Is any of the drawings, I didn't see anywhere where there's a superimposed with the old building and the new building?
I had actually given 2 drawings. I gave an original plot plan and then a proposed plot plan. Do you
Okay,
have-
but not one where they're superimposed on each other?
No. I think it probably is very shadowed on there, sir, but I don't know that you can see it.
Okay.
I think the telltale giveaway on that is when you look at that side yard setback on the west side of the property, we're indicating the new structure being at 5 feet. And if you look at the original plot plan, the one of the existing structure, you'll see the 2-foot.
2.6.
Yes, sir.
Maybe this one is the one where it's showing the new building. When I first looked at them, I thought they were the same drawing, so. No, they're the same. They're exactly the same. Okay.
Well, I have a couple questions. One is, you say it's a 1-story structure, but this drawing shows a 3-story structure.
We revised those plans and sent in new plans showing a 2-story structure. And when you look at the parameters of a story on a structure, even if it has a walkout basement in it, you go from the midpoint of grade. So where the garage door is where your ordinance actually starts your story parameters from. So when you know, let's say I'm building one of you gentlemen a house, and you have a sloped lot, and you wanna do a 9 or 10 foot high basement, you know, with a walkout, and then we do a 16-foot high great room, you know, on the first floor, or 10-foot high walls on the first floor, and then put a second story on it, that doesn't constitute a 3-story structure in the back of the house from the walkout. You actually go from the midpoint of grade to the midpoint of roof, and that's where the measurement takes place.
Okay. Well, to make sure I understand correctly, I mean, there's the garage level,
Where you park,
24 by 33.
correct.
On top of that,
There's a
another
lot.
floor, 24 by 33 feet.
Correct.
And on top of that, there's an attic, is what
No.
it's called in the drawing.
No, what it is what we're actually constructing is we're constructing just a normal garage with a concrete garage floor with storage trusses above it and a staircase to get there. And when I measure from the garage floor or grade to the midpoint of the roof, I'm at 14 feet. And I have resubmitted plans to show that to you guys.
Okay, it may be that I don't have the latest plan. That is me. The plans that I do have, though, don't show any water or more interesting lane, there's no electricity coming into the building?
Well, there will have to be electricity coming in the building. I'll sub-feed from the house.
I would get things of
Yeah.
lights and heat, whatever.
We are putting just a resident heater in there, you know, a blower heater.
Okay. I mean, the roofs and walls have insulation in them, so that
Yes,
kind of led me to that. So,
yes.
okay. But there's no kitchen, there's no
No,
bath,
sir.
there's no
No water too at all.
water.
Right.
Okay, that's it for now.
Any other questions, Ed?
I was just wondering, are you gonna be able to give us updated drawings before the next meeting?
Well, there's no, what drawings are the latest ones? I'm sure they're done.
I had submitted them to the clerk, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I'm guessing. It was right around the time that the notice had
Do
gone
you
out.
have the number on the drawing, what is the accurate one? Like I'm looking at 6806-323.
It would have been the same drawing number, we just revised the drawing.
Okay, well, this was October 24th. This is October 24th. This is November 7th.
That probably would be the one.
November 7th, a month ago.
May I come up and take a look at it?
Sure.
To verify for you.
All my drawings stamped October 24th.
That's what I got too.
Yeah, variance number 2. So I think when you really take a look at this sheet, this kind of answers your story.
I got some new ones here on the
You're
second
the
file, November
accessory
7th.
structure, you're the accessory structure ordinance. This is the dimension that you'd be concerned about.
That's me, I don't know, Casey.
And you write at it.
Okay. I was looking at, actually, the garage, storage.
Well, because of the slope on the lot, I have to put in almost a full basement foundation and fill it in order to park the cars here.
Okay, this is not open space, that's.
No, that's filled.
Phil. We have a garage and an attic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Steve, aren't you glad you're here tonight?
That's why we do this.
Well,
Hey,
we don't
I'll
know.
tell you what, you gotta come to the hearing.
This was dated November 7th.
Do you have any questions, Ed?
No, that was it. We got that cleared up.
Warren Smith, do you have any questions?
Not just,
Anybody else on the board have any questions or comments?
One question, I mean, one of the details on that top floor is a 5 by 12 foot deck sticking out.
Yes.
With some nice windows looking at the lake and stuff. Why?
Client wanted some character. They didn't want it to just look like a normal, just a regular plain garage.
Pretty fancy garage.
To assure you, it's not living space, okay? There's no bathrooms, he's not trying to, do a guest house or anything like that. This is strictly a garage. It'll be a really nice garage.
Nice garage, not an in-law suite or anything like that. Okay. Okay.
Any other questions by the board, or anything else you want to add?
Seems like we got a pretty favorable review from the planner. I was just, took me quite a while to get the plans drawn this year, get in for the variance. Is this something we could vote on tonight possibly, so I can start beginning of next year? Because I still have to get my building permit from the building department.
Unfortunately, it's been our policy that we have 2 meetings. We have the public hearing tonight, we get input from you, and then we adjourn it to next month, and where we make a decision. The board members may want to come out and take a look at the site, and they may have more questions at the next meeting, and then, which is, I think, January 11th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And we'll make a decision then. So, shouldn't be, I know it's a
If that's your policy,
Yeah.
I'll abide by it. I
We
was
can
really
have-
hoping I could get a vote tonight.
There haven't been I've been on the board for probably 5, 6 years now, and we haven't deviated from that at all.
I've been on for like 12 or 15 years.
10
I've never,
or 15 years.
yeah, never.
Yeah,
Is there a contact number, phone number?
Oh, if we can have a contact number of you or the property owner, so we can,
I believe it's in the packet that I submitted.
It's okay if we call them and say we'd like to come over and see it?
Well, and again, this is not their primary residence, so you'd have to set up an appointment with them. So
Would it be better us call you?
Yeah,
You could
that
explain
would
it
probably be
better.
the best. Yeah, he works in the board every day. I'm right in Romeo, so I can meet anybody out there.
Yeah, there is the nature of this, so we could inspect it by just walking around the building. We don't need to have anyone there to.
Right.
I don't imagine we need to go into any.
Well, the garage is right up by the street,
Right, we just
so I
walk
mean,
around.
you could probably just walk around and kind of get a lay of the land and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
oh, we'd probably give a call, give you a heads up that we're going there, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
I do have a question, and Tony brought that up. The balcony is gonna be overlooked out, right?
Yes, on the east side.
Isn't it gonna be on the road side of the house?
No, it's actually gonna be on the east side of the structure.
Okay, east side, okay.
So when you look at it, it's a gable structure, we got a window out front, garage door below it, and on the east side of the structure, the balcony comes out.
Oh, okay, I got you, because that's that,
Yeah, it's just a little shed roof balcony off the main
Yeah,
gate.
nice windows and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
Nice garage.
Yeah. Okay, so if we don't have any other questions or comments, I guess we could move on to the next part of our agenda. You're free to go or stay.
Thank you, gentlemen, I appreciate your time tonight.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the next part is a public forum where anybody in the audience who wants to make any comments to the board, we're not gonna respond to your comments, but you're free to come forward and voice your opinion about things or whatever. Nobody in the audience wanting to come forward for the public forum? We move on to the next item of our agenda, which would be other business. And correspondence received by any of the board members. Is there any correspondence received?
Nope.
Okay. Next one, we zoning board reports. I don't know of any. Next item will be a report from our planning commission liaison, Lawrence Smith.
The planning commission is in the midst of hearings and procedures for the new special use permit for the library on Lakeville Road right now.
Okay. And the next item would be a motion for adjournment. We have all in favor, or someone make a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Support?
That's the,
Okay,
I'll second
second.
it.
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Meeting's adjourned.